Hey, just so you know, I'm going to be in and out of this meeting, so I'm driving to the airport.
Okay, Blinky.
Hello, welcome to this new Roundtable 18. Hello, team. Hello, everybody. I don't know if you heard me.
Yes.
Yeah, we heard you.
I heard you.
Perfect.
Okay. I guess that's all of us for now. Are we waiting one more minute or just start?
We can wait if you want, no problem.
I'm not sure if someone else will be joining, but
We're missing George.
he is not here every meeting, so maybe he's on something. Okay, so let's start. It's really sad I'm not seeing Alop here. He have been the one guy that have been every single meeting with us, but I guess he's busy with something. So, do you guys have any questions?
I think he said that last meeting that he will not be there. This one.
We got our first historical Pirl user also. GDD is here.
Yeah.
Thank you all guys for joining us. If you have any questions, you can go on.
I want to know what the big surprise is.
No, Blinky, you don't want to know what the big surprise is because you know it. You want everyone else to know it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's next week is our last meeting before January, so maybe we will have a surprise. Maybe. Depends what Blinky will do.
Oh, no pressure.
It's all Blinky fault. Anyway.
You have to rewrite it in PHP.
Yeah.
So that's about it, guys. The team is the company a possible single point of failure for Pirl as a whole, and who owns the company?
The company will not be a single point of failure. Company will develop, but we are obliged now to get the company because we have to develop more stuff, pay people, get a legal status, and so on. And you can do that without a company. So I will return the question in another way. Is an only community-based and without company and legal support isn't a single point of failure? That's the question. Because you need to have a legal structure to push everything and to be present in the future.
Yes, I will add to that Pirl is a blockchain, and as such, Pirl blockchain can never be stopped, no matter if there is a Pirl company or no. It's like any other blockchain. Some of the infrastructures would not be operating without the managing point, but it's still a blockchain. It's immutable. It's unstoppable. So until there is the last miner or the last master node holder, Pirl blockchain is alive with or without us. What the Pirl company will provide is giving us the chance to provide more services outside the crypto markets, to be able to provide services to the business and to the individuals in a more regulative and enterprise level. So it's we want to bring blockchain use to traditional services and provide the benefits of decentralization, but we cannot do that without being a legal entity.
Basically, it's hard for anybody to have a contract with nobody. You have to be
Exactly.
a legal entity.
Exactly.
You have to be a legal entity to have a contract with somebody.
You have the correct word. It's difficult to have a contract with nobody.
Hey, Alop. We started the meeting with saying that we are missing you. And so it's about that. You can divide it onto its Pirl blockchain, and then you have Pirl services, and those are two separate things. That Pirl blockchain is something that everyone can use. Pirl services is something that the company provides, and we develop and provide these services. I think it's too early to give out details because we are still in a review phase, and publicly traded, I don't think so, because this would actually make us be a security, and this is something that we will avoid at any cost. Any other questions, guys?
As I already replied to that, one human factor could be a weakness or not. Depend how you see it. For the moment, it's working like that because we are checking it and we don't want to release public key on the blockchain. You know that you can encrypt key in the contract or a smart contract, but you have to know the key. So if I put that on the smart contracts in clear, that means everyone can or everybody can just withdraw and play with that. So for the moment, it's like that. In the future, it will be upgraded because the goal is to put all decentralized, Poseidon, and so on. So for the moment, it's like that. Yeah. Welcome.
Hey, Tower. About Poseidon, version 2. It's the release is not announced yet, but it might be sooner than you guys expect. It might be later. I don't know. So we will give you information as soon as it's available.
I can assure you it's a real thing. I was toying with it last night.
We're doing the last details, and even for the beta, because we'll be starting with the beta, of course. We still want to provide some quality and to fulfill the majority of the suggestions that were coming in about Poseidon the past year.
Yeah, MK, that's correct, but you have to code all the algorithm and so on, and so you need to be 100% sure of what you do, and it's really difficult to do it. And for the moment, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, all the chain will copy it. That's sure.
Okay, let's not miss question. The last question is from Rabe. I think this one is for you, Julian.
How much on market right now? Are you concerned about the price when it comes to pay the Pirl dev? I think the only thing that would kill Pirl price would. So about that question, people rage against me because I have to sell some Pirl and dev, and they track the wallet of the dev. So yeah, I'll sell some Pirl now because I have to pay, and the rest I pay from my pocket. So I tried to get all the dev paid. It's hard because yeah, the beer market is there. I try to not sell too much, but for the moment, it's why we need a company too, so we can cash more Pirl in bull market to get the resources to pay the dev in beer markets and act like a company, not like a group of fans. So it's really important for the future to plan that.
I think it's very important to say that I would say all of us this is our life project, and this is something that we really believe in. It's something that we really want to accomplish. Something that I told earlier when we had a quick team discussion with the guys is my vision on markets. You guys know that we are not commenting markets and prices, and this is far away from us. It's only about how we are tend to survive. Usually, right now with 1 year bear market, you've seen that we have been putting a lot of work, really a lot of work into this project, and we are not mainly doing it for the payment, but because we do something we believe in, and
we like.
And this entire year, when we had this bad market, we have been developing really hard, and this development, it's not going nowhere. This is something that opens a gap between the value of our project and the market position, because when the markets go back to normal, when the markets go back to normal and they start shooting up again, because this has been repeating a lot in crypto. We, with the development that we are doing right now and the gap between the value and the market position that we are opening, we are set to be positioning better on the next markets. And something that I also shared with you guys is that we really believe that the next crypto cycle will be the cycle of the crypto users and not so much the crypto traders. So with the infrastructure, last meeting we have discussed a lot about it. With the services that we tend to provide, we will be targeting the users. So this is it. We keep on developing, we keep on building our use cases, and we are looking into the next good market times and the time that we are already capable to provide the Pirl services and be able to fund further. The thing is that even if you look at very big projects, you see that they don't have even half the development that we have been doing, and they use that for just for instance this year, which was a major year in crypto. Ethereum doesn't have a single release. We have more than, right now, I think this year alone we have 3 major blockchain releases. So we won't be playing guitars. We won't be playing guitars on conferences, singing BU, IDL, but we'll be just keeping the development up and better and superpower infrastructure and the services we can provide. No, marketing. What is a better marketing than a real product? Than something real and something useful, something that you can actually benefit.
Sometimes the marketing is the best. Sometimes the best marketing is not marketing at all, actually.
It's to provide stuff.
Yeah.
We don't want to sell bags of opium. We want to
opium
to be paid for services. That's all. And also another thing, we have been mentioning this a lot, guys. We are all in this project, and we GDT, and we all should participate one way or another. Community marketing is something huge. It shows what you believe in and why you believe in it.
Yeah, and I would like to thank Numa for the docs she writes. That's the biggest marketing we can do, because you improve it, people will search about it, and they will find it. So they will find Pirl.
It's absolutely great. Yeah, before you join, I just thank him, because what he does is not just putting a recap on the meeting, but he actually translates my shit English to a level that everyone can understand it. So thanks a lot for that, man. And I really hope that you will keep doing it, and we are very thankful for that. I'm sure that the entire community is as well.
I'd like to say one thing on the marketing thing too. You know, it's very hard to market a coin based on it having a blockchain. We really need to have something to market.
Exactly.
And it's coming, and it's going to be pretty spectacular when it comes out. And it really, we want kind of a more organic, widely spread base of you know, people that post their own articles, are not driven, they're not copy pasting each other's articles, they're not always retweeting, you know, because when you go back and do your searches, it's going to show up at a better ranking if 50% of the text is not all the same, even if it's, you know, spilled out to 100,000 users. If you get 100,000 different articles with all different text, but they all mention Pirl and they all backlink, you're at page 1. So the marketing is pretty tough, because there's a lot about Pirl that's really good and going to be really awesome. But as it is right now, we don't have a solid product to actually go sell.
Exactly, and this is what we are working on. All the products, everything that can be used, touched and experienced.
It's like what Fox says. It's difficult selling dreams. If you actually have a product, it's way more easier to get outreach.
And with what we have next, we will not be marketing a coin. We are marketing services for each of its own.
Yeah, we are marketing services and an ID behind it. We are marketing something that we believe in. So we are basically marketing our patient with something real and something in what we believe.
And I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint about that. It's a long-term hint, but what could Bitcoin do with almost 1,000 master nodes of power? They could make a lot of really impressive products.
Right now, what we already have and what people can get in touch, one of the possible ways is the infrastructure, and this is something really major. We have been for the guys that were not here last meeting, you can check the recap. We have been talking a little bit more about it, but right now we are really sitting on one of the most advanced blockchain infrastructures. Because not only the first developed master node on Ethereum capable network with smart contracts, CVM, and Web3, but also the Marlin, the content master node, and the coming storage master nodes. This is something at this point unique.
A legal entity, which speaks huge volumes for gaining trust with actual people who are not 100% into buying thin air ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a problem. Thin air ideas. And what's
and also the cool thing, what I think is the cool thing about Pirl is what actually is going to happen now in the next couple of months is we're moving away from the blockchain marketing into real life marketing. It's like normal people getting into Pirl, not only
exactly.
It's like all of us.
Exactly, it's one thing to be competing with 2,000 shitcoins, and it's entirely different thing to just go and pull out your product and show it to the actual businesses and the actual users that have benefits of using it. And this was what was supposed to happen to blockchain for a long time ago. $28 billion in ICOs, and there is not a single ICO that is really done much with that. Exactly. Poof.
Yeah, and I read about big capital groups of investors that I will not name, but they have 25% of the portfolio is in ICO, and they will have to refund it. 25% of a portfolio.
This is absolutely ridiculous, and slow wins the race, right? So stable development, step by step, and that's all. We want to be valued on what we are and what we provide. We don't want to be ICO valued on 2 billions and then fail to launch independent IPFS network, as some project did, and I'm not gonna mention it, but anyway.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah.
So, any other question, guys?
I think we are not we are unique in keeping our own direction, because it's what we said since the beginning that we want to do that. No shitty marketing and so on. And we deliver what we said.
Thanks, Raku. Thanks for the song.
I didn't hear that. I'm gonna turn it off.
It's a good one.
Okay, some more question maybe? I see Park G tipping, but I don't know if he's fall asleep on his keyboard because it's so long. Ah.
I don't know if it's a lost opportunity for marketing Park G, but it's a lost opportunity for them to protect their blockchains. We are not gonna pay crypto YouTubers. This is absolutely retarded. This is what is fundamentally wrong with the entire blockchain. It's full with leeches. No one cares about the technology yet. No one cares about the benefits. They just want to rob your ass. And if paying 10K for a YouTuber to do a video, we would use this 10K to develop another product. Really, we would use them to pay development, to fund our development. We would not pay a crypto YouTuber to say, "Ah, hey, Pirl guard is very nice," without him even understanding what Pirl guard is. So no. MK is entirely correct. This would be way more beneficial than that.
Yeah, and it's for that kind of stuff that we want to have a company to have a legal statement and so on about that.
Vegas conference, yeah. Secret investor dinners. Some tables.
Let's see. Next week is the last meeting for this year, so let's see what happens. Yeah, business trip in beer market. I cannot pay them in Pirl anyway.
Every serious project is taking measures to survive and to go forward. There is not a lot of them, but everything should be carefully planned, and we should take the best out of what we can. And I think there have been a lot of people around asking about the markets and so, but there is all of you guys right now here in this round table, and we know all of you, and we know that what you're looking for. It's not to become rich in 2 days, but there is a lot of you who believe the benefits of this technology. And this is really important for us because we're not gathering around shitcoin hype crowd, but we're gathering people that want to think, want to progress, and want to contribute. So value not really inflated based on nothing, and community not inflated by hype crowd. This is the best we can have. Rest is just a matter of time and development. That's all. Streaming is not the next thing that is coming for PirlTube, but soon you have something nice about PirlTube, maybe. I think Alan is about finishing the internal test of the last beta version, so Anything else, guys?
To elaborate on the last question about the streaming, how much work is it actually to have something like that working on our system?
The streaming is proof of concept technology already developed, and we had the first concept running long time ago. So we have the base, we have the very hard part of streaming video on blockchain and the contracts and so on, and then recording the video in the user profiles. So it's just not priority number one. There is a few things that must come before that.
Yeah, we have to fix and to get all the stuff stable before doing that.
It will be something that we will probably launch a beta on its own, I guess. Julian can say more, but this is how I expect it to happen, because it's a little bit like a side product, you know. It's two separate technologies, but before we even mention that we'll be exploring streaming, we already had the technology in place, and it's tested and it's running. It have a lot to work on, a lot to be fixed, but the important is that the concept is proven, and we already seen it working. Any other questions, guys, or we can start talking about interstellar bandwidth problems? How much notice we will get in future for change in VPS hardware requirements? I think we haven't been changing the hardware requirements at this point.
No.
4 gigabytes have always been 4 gigabytes ever since the beginning. If this is what we refer to.
Yeah, for the moment, it will stay as it. Of course, if you want to increase the storage, it's always good.
Sorry, guys.
Bless you. So if you want to increase the storage manually or whatever, I know, for example, OVH has block storage. If you want to attach it, that's good. Yeah, and there's a problem with OVH also. But OVH is cheap, by the way.
Now about that, it will be more about scaling, I guess, and we are starting slow on it. But over time, when there is more space required or more bandwidth, it's something that you can update. You will be having to update it only if you want to receive more bonus rewards for bandwidth or storage used.
Would be cool, because I think the community started it, but to have a list of all VPS provider with some space, like Market Studio. That's if community can do that, because you buy the VPS, you have the feedback of that, so could be interesting for all the community. And why not put that on the docs?
Because we don't want to specify or give.
So we will not maintain it by ourselves. But if you guys want to do it on the docs, feel free. It's a community project too.
It's very important to spread the VPSs all around the globe.
Yeah, because when we check,
It's a big part of what's making the infrastructure unique, because there is no single point of failure. There is no DDoS attacks. If you have a website on, you are untouchable. We don't recommend VPSs. Oh, he's not in the meeting.
but we can recommend.
Not to use OVH.
Yeah, and we can recommend also to put your VPS in a region that doesn't have, like, let's say Africa, for example, don't have so much. America, South America, Brazil, and so on don't have anything. Just one in Africa. The guy that has these two VPS will be rich.
1,000 master nodes would be nice. That's exactly 20 times Azure.
Dang, Samsung, the defender.
Can someone invite? Just a second.
Guys, hello from me too. One thing that I will remind all the miners out there, spread the hash, please. This is really important, that we spread the hash as much as we can. Thank you.
Absolutely.
ParkG, I think it's not so individual. Yeah, big holders maybe buy more because or start more, but we still have some new people in here. Like Samsung, for example, is a new one here, and we still have more people coming in and more people creating Masternode. I love this question. I think Blinky can reply. It's because you have a graph for that. I think it's the Dev Explorer. Here.
Sorry, I'm driving right now.
No problem. I dropped the link.
Just a second. General websites and so on.
Yeah, I love it. It is.
Yes, the more you spread, the better, guys. We have to decentralize the infrastructure as much as possible. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, some more question.
I think we can get to the interstellar bandwidth problem talks.
Oh, hello. Interesting question. We are working on that. And I will not disclose anything.
He's sniffing.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't sniff, Alok.
Are you guys changing the proof of work algorithm?
Sorry?
He's asking if you'll be altering the proof of work algorithm. At this point, we are protected from double spends and 51% attacks with Pirl guard. One thing is for sure, we will not be looking into procpol as alternative for changing the algorithm. Yet we haven't abandoned the idea about changing the algorithm, but as soon as we have more details, we will let you know, guys. We have a little bit more priority things right now.
Yeah, because Evan Bitmain is going to bankruptcy, so it's not so bad as it is going. Just kidding, but yeah, after that we will check.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Some more question, maybe? Is there some user of Blockfolio here? Because yep. Do you prefer push notification or just notification? Because I just made a notification today for a meeting, but I don't push it. We had the choice to choose push or not. So I just want to have the feedback and don't get people mad about notification and just don't see it.
Yeah.
So I want to have the feedback about that.
I think no one is forgetting now about the meetings, but it's still good to know.
I think not pushing for like meetings like this is okay, and for ants we should push. What do you think?
Maybe I should push for the next meeting. You don't think about?
Yes, I think you should push for the next meeting though.
Yeah, because I know folks have some surprise.
Yeah. Just have to finish rewriting it in PHP. I need Blinky for that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Robbie. You see also that we have a bridge for Telegram, so if people want to use Telegram, you can use it. I don't know where it is, but it is somewhere. It's DP Telecom stuff. Danny, your microphone is muted, or you kill it?
No, I'm here. Wait, I'm getting the link.
Okay, nice. Thanks. Thank you, Alob.
Okay, so anything else, guys? I think you squeezed all the information we have, at least almost all of it. So
Yeah.
what else is to say? Another week hard on development, maybe something interesting for the next meeting, as Julian mentioned earlier.
Maybe,
And,
yeah.
yeah, maybe. That's about it. So if you have any other questions, go on. If not, it's time for tea and rum. Park G is here. Can you explain how the dev diary is updated so regularly? What action is taken for an update to take place? It's just a hook, Park G, so any commit is automatically, and since the devs are full-time, they are committing all day, and you see everything that's going on the Git. So the hook just directly pulls the information about the commit and put it in the dev diary. Okay, so thank you guys for coming. It's been another great roundtable. Be happy to see you on the next one. Please attend the next one. It's impossible. It's important, not impossible. It's important. It's the last meeting before we take a quick holiday. So it would be nice to have a final talk and
yeah,
greet ourselves before the holidays and so on.
I think you will have some stuff to play with when we are out. So will be interesting.
Thank you all for joining. See you guys. Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend, guys.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice weekend.
See you all.